Welcome everyone to the L7C podcast, Dragon Ball edition, the first Dragon Ball episode of 2025. We have the Dragon Ball expert with us, Mr. Mitch Oso. Happy 2025, man.
Correct, man. Happy 2025 to you. How's it been so far?
It's been good. We're recording right now, a day before our college team, Ohio State, plays in the national championship. So by the time you hear this recording, we'll know the result of that. We just finished the divisional round, so we know the final four teams in the NFL playoffs as well as at time of recording. So yeah, we've had that, and we've had snow and snow galore at the beginning of the year, but I think it's going all right.
Too much gosh damn snow. Too much snow. Snow, 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 man. I'm not accustomed to all this snow like I was whenever I was little, but now living a little more, you know, where I live, just 10 inches of snow a couple weeks ago, then, another 5 inches. I'm over it. I'm over it. But no, football's been good and sports been good. So just hopefully the train continues tomorrow with, as you said, Ohio State, and we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
So we are here obviously to talk some Dragon Ball. We're gonna be talking some Dragon Ball Daima. Obviously, there was stuff that happened that we couldn't really talk about because we were doing our end of year podcast. So we were catching up on the end of year stuff before we talked about Daima. So Mitch, obviously, one of the biggest things that we haven't talked on air about our opinion on was number episode 12. So that's already two episodes back because I did episode 14 this week, episode 15 is next week. So two episodes back to end 2024 called True Strength. We see Vegeta fighting the second guard of the Dragon Ball. And at first, like you said, and like many people said, I thought the art was fake. It was not fake. During this fight, when he was fighting that how do you say it?
Tamagami.
Tamagami,
Mhm.
and they're evenly matched. Vegeta went Super Saiyan 2. I was just like, okay, well, probably Goku's gonna step in and help, and they win. But the craziest thing in 2024 to end the year, man, Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3. You heard that right. I know we're behind on it, but Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3.
Pretty, pretty wild. Pretty, pretty crazy though that Toriyama from the grave gave us something. No, that that's significant towards, Vegeta's story that he finally gets Super Saiyan 3. Not not the shit that we have had in video games for years, fan mangas, or, just community pages galore talking about it, or even discussing if in Super he could do it and he just never did it. We actually got it. We got it. And, Toriyama, I love it that, Vegeta he writes Vegeta he at the beginning and he doesn't like Vegeta as a character, and then Vegeta grows on him as a character, and even though Vegeta keeps getting his he gets his ass beatings or whatnot, he finally gets a decent moment to shine and show off a form and get the desired results that you always want from someone, showcasing, their new forms. Oh, it was good, man. It was good. It was needed. It was needed. And if only Toriyama was around to see everyone's reaction go nuts, because he has to be chuckling. Like, you know, from Otherworld, he has to be sitting there just laughing his ass off at the masterpiece that he just put on with something so simple as Vegeta going Super Saiyan 3 to beat the Tamagami.
Bro, again, man, I thought it was fake. Like I saw that picture, I was
Well,
like,
why
"There's
would you
no
not think
way."
it's fake? Why would you not think it's fake? Like, there's no there's no reason that we have ever believed that the Super Saiyan 3 transformation would be shown. Granted, it's like maybe in hindsight, maybe we should have thought that he would go Super Saiyan 3 just because we knew that, this was between the end of Z and, well, end of Buu arc and Super. So it's like somebody has to get a new transformation. I mean, that's just the series is built on new transformations. So Vegeta getting to Super Saiyan 3 is logical, even though some people are now debating on why did he not use Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus, since this is considered canon, but that's just another discussion to have.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
It's just man, it was wild because obviously that was the biggest news of my day when that came out on that specific day. Like my
Oh yeah.
whole algorithm was people I didn't even know watched Dragon Ball were talking about like I can't believe a Vegeta finally went Super Saiyan 3. And then people were updating like their little Vegeta pictures to add Super Saiyan 3 because they're like, now he's officially hit every single form. And it's wild too because when the episode happened, Goku was like, wait, when the hell did he learn how to do that? And Bulma's like, oh no, he's been training. So apparently Bulma knew that Vegeta could go Super Saiyan 3 and Goku had no idea.
I want to know. I want to know how Goku didn't know, and here's why: is that Vegeta must have powered up to get to that form. You know what I mean? Like as he's training, he powered up to get to there. So unless Goku was like on King Kai's planet, or I doubt he would have gone to Supreme Kai's planet, he would have felt that. You know what I mean? He would have sensed Vegeta doing that training. But apparently Goku was not paying attention. But it was kind of funny though to because they sparred in episode one, right?
Yeah.
So that means that Vegeta had that in his back pocket. And
So,
he did not show Goku it while they were training and fighting. So he was saving that for maybe even another time when they would truly fight again.
yeah,
And then, Goku would go Super Saiyan 3 and then be like, Vegeta, you aren't beating me. And then all of a sudden, he goes Super Saiyan 3 and he's like, okay, clown, you hid this from me the first time. Now I'm going to catch your ass off guard with it too.
bro,
So,
there's so many things too because like you just said, even if Goku wasn't paying attention, Super Saiyan 3 is not a power level that you cannot like not pay attention because this is before Battle of Gods, all that. So this is still Z, in my opinion, Z. But when Goku first went Super Saiyan 3, Gohan was trading on that same Supreme Kai planet. Everyone
mhm.
could feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone. So it's like to your point, and I didn't even think you could go super I didn't think you could learn Super Saiyan 3 in the like normal mortal type world. Like
Yeah.
Gotenks learned it in the hyperbolic time chamber away from like normal society. Obviously, Goku learned it in other world. I didn't think you could just learn it in that gravity room.
Yeah. It's Vegeta is something else, man. It goes back to, it's like Vegeta learns these techniques,
And
these
his looks different
transformations.
too.
It's always different. It's always different. He always just brute forces his way into attaining that form. Just like with Super Saiyan God, whenever I don't know if they had fixed the explanation, but you remember whenever he first got Super Saiyan God and they're like talking about it and it's like, he didn't do the ritual. He just grinded through it and became a
Yeah.
god. Like that's some narcissistic like shit if you think about it, because like Goku's way of getting it was people helping him. It's sort of this way of like people worshiping a person and making him a deity, blah blah blah. Vegeta's is like, I'm just gonna worship myself. I'm just gonna fuck. I am, I am the hype for any Team 4 Star abridged fans out there. But I don't know. It's with you mentioning that, it is on point though with Vegeta, where he just simply breaks through his limits in his own way, just by sheer will. Just
Yeah. And then, I mean, I think with the Beerus thing, I guess a normal thing could just be like, Super Saiyan 3 takes a lot of stamina. And if Super Saiyan 3 Goku didn't work against Beerus and Vegeta thinks he's stronger or comparable to Goku, he's just like, I'm gonna need that energy for
yeah,
something else. And it's kind of funny too, because like Dragon Ball Kakarot last year had this fight that before Goku went to go train Oob, he went to go have one last fight against Vegeta, and Goku went all the way to Super Saiyan 3, and then Vegeta went to like Super Saiyan 2, but it had a little like sparkle, like little blue sparkles, like it was like the sparkles like Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. I
yeah,
wonder if they got tipped off. It's like, hey, Vegeta, we're making Daima. Vegeta's gonna go Super Saiyan 3, but you guys can't use it in a game yet until we make it official. So give them a pumped up Super Saiyan 2 that could keep up with Super Saiyan 3.
yeah.
Like it is like I still can't believe it.
It was a hell of a way to end the year. I'll tell you, man.
And then just to do the head cannon thing. So was Trunks know? Future Trunks? Could he sense it in his dad? Like, oh, I know you could go Super Saiyan 3, you might as well use yours.
Oh, you mean whenever?
When he told father, don't hold back, go ahead and use your Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, and the Vegeta just smirked and went right to blue. That's
Yeah.
actually funny now, thinking about that scene now.
Yes.
Because at first you just thought like, Future Trunks was just this naive individual who just assumes that both Goku and Vegeta are like, equals or, and and he just thinks that that's the limit to what their abilities are. And then Vegeta's like, "Nah, I'm going all out on you, man. Just, I'm gonna show you the pain, man."
Like, it's just absolutely
I would assume
wild.
that Trunks could at least sense that his father would have been strong enough to go Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah. And now, this- technically, Vegeta is the third Super Saiyan 3 we've seen because go tanks and now him and I,
Canon, you mean?
yeah, canon, yes. Obviously off canon, we've seen a lot. Shout out to Raging Blast too.
Yeah.
But it's wild because now I'm like, all right, so obviously like so who would win in the fight now? Like we saw him go Super Saiyan 3 and Diamond before we saw Goku. We know Goku could go Super Saiyan 3,
Oh man.
which they're probably saving that what maybe for the finale. I don't like because Goku has to go Super Saiyan 3 in the series.
I think what we'll see is that we'll see a Goku Super Saiyan 3 and obviously Vegeta go back to it against Majin Ku. I don't know if
Mhm.
we're on Ku or Do, whatever's the fat strong one. And but I anticipate that maybe those two Majins will fuse. So then you get something that's kind of like, like Majin Buu, like, Ultimate Buu with Gohan absorbed, like
Yeah.
this really super strong Buu who is actually smart and isn't some, you know, imbecile who's an idiot, but he's just strong, like Kid Buu, He actually, I think those two will probably combine somehow, some way. But then Goku having those bugs that he has where he eats them, kind of the substitute for the senzu beans in the story here, because
Yep.
one of those bugs is like a fusion bug, if I recall correctly. So then they won't do a fusion dance or a Batara, but they'll use the demon realm fusion technique. I don't know how that would work with eating a bug, but well, hey, I didn't think there'd be a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, so
Nope.
I'll let Toriyama keep surprising me. Um, and then that'll be the finale of this season. I don't know if, like Goma is going to be the final villain of this season. Maybe he'll be next season, but
Goma doesn't even know that that girl is plotting against him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of issues, man. Like you need to get like Degesu like to get off his ass and actually start figuring out some shit because his sister is just running circles all around them and he is just like kind of worthless. I'm starting to think like the Glens are kind of worthless. Aside from like Arinsu and like and maybe even Supreme Kai now in Daima, like he's at least somewhat like helpful with his insights of the demon realm. So it's like his character has a little more going for him than what it was in past, whether it be in Super or whatnot. But
So,
uh,
on the side thing too, because he showed us a surprise, and now I'm wondering why this guy's here besides like learning backstories and all that stuff. Like, what the hell is when's Piccolo about to get a fight?
dude, you didn't. Yeah, I didn't think about this, bro. What if Piccolo and um the new Namekian Neva?
Yep.
What if they fuse?
That would be.
I don't know if you have thought of that or if anyone else has thought of that. Maybe somewhere else because we are a little bit behind on this shit. But I'm like, what if they fuse? Like, I would assume Piccolo has to be on par with, a Super Saiyan 2 at that point.
You don't think you don't think Enda the Z Piccolo is depending on the super. Well, I guess in theory, there's only three Super Saiyan 2s at this point.
You mean at the end of Z?
Yep, it's only like three because I guess you can go
You mean
Gotenks
of
release.
Universe 7?
Yeah, because we don't know. Well, they don't know about
Do
the
you
other people.
include Future Trunks?
Well, they don't know he can go Super Saiyan 2. Remember, he left. He could only have gone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself there in the timeline.
Because I was gonna ask. Well, I was gonna ask if you think end of this is actually an interesting fight. I don't think we've this one's ever been done. Do you think end of Z Piccolo could beat Deborah?
End of Z Piccolo could beat Deborah.
Because when you said on par as a Super Saiyan 2, technically the weakest Super Saiyan 2 of well, end of Boo was that Gohan who fought Deborah.
Yeah, I feel like Piccolo right now is not beating Deborah.
Okay. Okay.
Like in Daima. I, if he does what I think he it will if not what I think he's going to do, if he does fuse with like Neva or whatever, then maybe well at that point then I'm like, yeah, he's stronger than Deborah just because of the significant jumps in power that Piccolo's received from Nail and Kami in those arcs. I'm like, it's just logical then for him to step it up at that point.
Gosh, we're gonna be so mad if he does though, because he's gonna have all these cool powers we've never
And he never
seen.
uses.
But to maybe your thing, maybe that's why Shenron gave him a little extra because he wanted to pay some respect to Neva.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why he got the orange. Maybe he's like down the road. Shenron's gonna give you a whole new form if you fuse with me now. You just have to be patient.
Because I mean, Neva has to kind of disappear after Daima.
Oh
If
yeah.
unless you're trying to retcon something, like he just disappears and then he comes back after Moro is whenever he like reappears and then he goes and visits, planet Sugars, that Namekian on there. I forget his name. It starts with an M. Matiko. I
Oh,
forget.
on Granola's planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
planet oatmeal. I don't know what they're called. The Sugarians or
That would be interesting, yeah, because he has way too many powers, and then the fact that he's like, oh yeah, I'm the one who made these cards. Oh yeah, I'm the one who made this gate thing, or I'm the one who did this, and I stayed here, and
Yeah, and I
I'm
made
like,
the Tamagamis. I made
yep,
these things like the strength of a Super Saiyan 2.
without
And
even knowing what one is.
yeah, and then I'm like, what the fuck is Guru doing? Like,
That's true. Why didn't he make? Yeah, that's
yeah,
a good
if
point.
unless Neva learned some wild ass shit staying in the demon realm, like, why did Guru not create a Tamagami to absolutely fuck up Frieza? Like, just
That is true. That's a good damn. I didn't even think of that. Like, I'm, phew. Oh, God, that's a good one.
yeah,
That is
now
actually a
you
good
have
one.
no respect for Guru. Like, because the only thing that Guru did was get, like, not take care of his health, sit in his throne, give Gohan and Krillin enough of a, you know, upgrade to their powers to fight, I don't know, fucking Goldo. Like, thanks, bud. And then died in the middle of their wishes. Thanks, Guru. Thank you so much.
Shoot, just thinking of that now. Now it's like, why didn't any Namekian not do that with the Dragon Balls? Like
It
Kami for all these years. Like Bulma shouldn't be able to just go by herself and be able to collect these seven mystical artifacts. Like, why were they never implemented?
Neva might be the best guardian of Dragon Balls. Like, actually, he probably is, because he's better than Kami. He's better than uh, he's better than Guru. He's better than Granola's dude. And he's yeah, yeah. Is he better than Dende? I mean, I don't know.
He was able to yank Dende's Dragon Balls after they were used, but bruh, and then bring them back for them to wish them to kids. Like he yanked another person's Dragon Balls and then instantly turned them back to shiny when they were supposed to be rocks. Like you could do that? What? Why do you need a radar then?
Yeah, Katat must have he must have like him and those Namekians, they bailed out of the demon realm way too early, apparently.
Yeah, yeah, they because all the stuff he learned, like, and
And this
now
is
it.
good.
Ooh,
This kind of shit is good for Namekians. This makes Namekians way more important. Like,
yeah,
or way more respectable, maybe.
because I'm just thinking about like retcons and all of that. And I don't want to give them too much credit. I gave them a lot of credit on, oh, the reason the anime hasn't come back is because they were writing all these lines for Sparking Zero, which could be true. Might have had a part in it because of voice acting and all that. But now I'm wondering when the anime comes back, and now that we've seen Daima and we don't know where Daima's gonna like end, you gotta retcon some of this stuff into the anime now.
Yeah, that you do.
Because like that manga chapter where Goku and Vegeta were fighting Moro and they kept like going down in power levels and Goku went like Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta went 2. Can't do that. We
Yeah,
know Vegeta has 3.
yeah.
It
But
is it is great. Like and now Piccolo, he's Orange Piccolo now, like in the manga. So like his if he made the little soldiers to protect the Dragon Balls, they would be super strong if it's based off of I don't know if it's based off of the author makes them.
I don't know, man.
This is
This
just it's
there's a
just wild.
there's a lot of potential like retcons. I'm just so many questions, so many questions.
Or why is it only just the Dragon Balls? Why didn't the damn Namekians have some of these people just readied up in the army? Because it was like, hey, you guys have already been invaded before. Why don't you
Yeah.
have some people in the back like your own personal army that you don't even have to use Namekian lives to make?
Why did they make seven now? Like that's That's like my question. Like, why did Kami make seven, and why did Guru make seven? Like, everyone else was like, nah, that's too much damn work. We're gonna make three, and I'm gonna make super guards in front of them who can whip ass and give you the hardest fucking math equation ever, or they make two, and it's like I'm just gonna hide them. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, I can only
Granola's
imagine how.
Granola's boy is pretty worthless.
Oh,
Now that
he's.
he had two, and he just tried to hide them himself.
He's. I already know who would be more pissed. The damn dragons. If this went like the GT route, like Omega Shadow, like you could have been protecting these dragons all these times and you didn't do it. Oh my God, it's
I
crazy. It is. It is wild. And he's still. I still want to see him fight. Like I hope you really didn't come here just to talk.
yeah
But I don't know. I mean, Mitch, right now, it's slated that Daima's going to end in February, which is next month. It's kind of crazy how it started in October. First episode came out October 11th, and we're
yeah.
already about to be at the end this time next month. What are you wanting from like these last month or so of episodes? Like right now, Goku and the crew, we're getting to the final things because they're in the first demon world and it's about to get a little crazy. But what do you want in this last month?
I want to see relatively soon in one of these two episodes. I want to see Goku and Vegeta get their ass beat. Like,
That's true. They have not been
yeah,
challenged out. Yeah.
yeah. Now I want them to be challenged to the point where they might have to retreat
Oof.
because they will. They if they don't, they're gonna die. Like, and probably what'll happen is like Majin, you know, Ku will just beat the shit out of them, and they'll take their Dragon Balls from them, and then you know, Arinsu, she'll have all three make her wish, and so on and so forth. Um, I will say here, as I have this pulled up, um, we got episode 14 last last week, or did we have? Yeah, we got
Yeah.
episode 14. Episode 15's title. I'm not going to say it on here just in case if people don't want like spoilers or anything like that, because I don't know if a title of a name is considered spoilers.
Yeah.
But 15 is going to be interesting regarding some things that were mentioned in previous episodes. But my whole idea with with um with Majin Ku might be pushed back maybe an episode or two, but I was anticipating that, you know, um, Arinsu and all them would meet up with everyone next episode, and maybe they will. So, and then yeah, for this all to end, season one on episode 20, yeah, I would think that they would defeat Majin Ku or
Mhm.
Majin Du or Majin Hu, whatever their combo name is, but um, Dr. Arinsu gets to make the wish, whatever that wish is. I think the characters stay as kids still. I don't think they get their wish to grow up, but maybe they do find Dende and they save him.
That'll be interesting on where they, because like you said, Goku and Vegeta haven't lost a fight yet. Like we said, Goma hasn't even known that girl's betrayed them. Art, the Dragon team doesn't even know that Glorio is working for that girl yet, so that betrayal's coming, and we don't even know what the motivation is there.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what she wants to wish for. Like, there's a lot of things that need to get unpacked in this next month. So I'm going to be very interested to see how they pace the episodes and where they go because we know a final fight is coming, one way or the other, where all the players are in the middle of the ring and they go at it.
You know, fingers crossed, man. It's exciting.
It,
This is real. Daima is what we needed. It really is.
yeah, man,
It
from
is.
those days when it was, it's gonna be called Dragon Ball Magic to it was gonna be a web anime series. It was gonna be a web series. It wasn't even gonna be a full anime, and here we are about to be done in February. Also in February, if I remember, is February the one-shot manga that Toritaro's doing about Goten and Trunks?
Yeah, that's what that's I haven't checked to see like confirm that is happening. I've seen a lot of people talking about it though, but I just haven't actually delved into it. But yeah, I've seen a whole bunch of February for the one-off manga. It'll be nice to see that manga assuming, it's true and that's coming out. But the one thing I want to know is how much was Toriyama's like did Toriyama have any say in it, or is this like the first maybe true standalone like Toritaro work? You know what I mean? It's like at some point, and I'm just gonna call him Taro. Taro is gonna have to produce like his own like original work of the series. Like he didn't
Yep.
have at this point then he doesn't have Toriyama checking over his shoulder, checking his drafts, checking blah blah and signing off on it, blah blah blah. Yeah, obviously he can't do that anymore. So it's like, is that manga, that one off, his first standalone piece?
Mm, okay.
Because then I'm curious of what it's going to look like. Like, how's it going to feel? What can I expect moving forward? Is everything going to be the same, or is there distinct writing differences, whether that be positive or negative or just even neutral, just whatever, you know? I'm hoping that does come out because we need to see how this franchise will shape moving forward.
True, yeah, I just wonder how much longer like the people who wrote the publishing are like, all right, when are you guys coming back? If you're not coming back, let's put something out there saying you're not coming back. But if you are coming back, like when are we coming back? Like so we could, tell people. It's very, very interesting. Unless they already got another anime set up, unless they got a movie. I mean, they've been going in a good space with Daima, Sparking Zero, and all the other stuff. And maybe they announced that rumored movie they were talking about.
Yeah,
Which, who knows? Maybe it'll be a Daima movie. I don't know. Are we gonna go the whole first season? I don't know how many seasons it's gonna be, but are we gonna go this whole season without seeing Gohan and Videl?
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
And then that'd be something then to look forward to for the second season. You don't want to put everything all into one basket. It'll give you something to look forward to then. Season two. Ooh, what is Gohan going to look like? Why is Gohan an adult and everyone else is, a child still? Some shit like that. And then you find out that Gohan was on some magical adventure back to Namek, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
That's true. Like, yeah, because I wonder what Gohan looks like, how far he got pushed back. Like, I wonder. And also with Videl too, and this is before they had Pan. So, hey, that's a good thing. I mean, but I know for us, Daima is going to be ending in a month. But for a lot of people too, man, Daima's just beginning because the English dub has started.
yeah,
And some people wait for the dub to come out. I think they just did episode two. So that's kind of crazy how if you're watching it just new every week, it's on about to be episode 15 and they're about to be on episode three. Like that's kind of wild thinking now about it.
You know, with 20 episodes, that makes 5 months
Mhm.
worth of, episodes. That when you think of it like that, that's pretty that's pretty fucking long. Like
Yeah.
5 months of episodes for the season. And that means then we'll have the dub all the way through. Let's see. That should start in 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll have it all through summer,
Yeah.
like end of spring, like spring,
Hmm.
May area. So that'll keep us preoccupied because then they can probably start then hyping up whatever they're going to do in the fall.
Yeah.
Return of Daima because the dub holds you over until the fall. So,
Yeah. True. True. Anything else on Daima?
um, no, I don't think so.
Other news: Dragon Ball Battle Hour was supposed to be this past weekend, but it got canceled because of the Los Angeles, California fires. Hoping everyone there is doing all right. So what they did then was they released their trailer, Sparking Zero, for the superhero. Hero of Justice adds 11 new characters. Obviously, it's about the superhero movie. You get Gohan from that movie. You get Piccolo from that movie with all his new forms. You get and the Gamos 1 and 2, and you get Cell Max. So Gohan comes with his regular base, the Super Saiyan form, to Ultimate to Beast. Piccolo, his new base, Potential Unleashed, Orange Piccolo Giant, Gamma 1 and 2. Cell Max. Yeah, you get all that, and it's quick because it is coming out. By the time you listen to this, it'll be out. Early access people will get it tomorrow evening.
Hmm.
And then if you don't have the season pass or you didn't order, you'll get it like the end of the week. So they are, and then in over a day, they had over 1 million views on their thing. So yeah, that's the first one. Then the next two DLCs are about Daima because everyone has the initiative besides fighters. That Daima DLC is going to every game.
Nope. Or fighters, man. Unless fighters is like being like super secretive and they're about to release, Fighters 2, you know.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yep. Dragon Ball Fighter, not fighters with like because you know how they spelled it with fighters, like the
Yeah,
S is a Z, but now that Z becomes a two, just
that is
cosmetically. Dragon Fighter, right? Yeah.
that's a real good point. Real good
Because
point.
that would be
But
a way to shove it down our throats that we didn't. Like for the longest time, we were like unaware as to what was really going on. Because we think that there's some weird falling out. It's like, but maybe they're just like, if they can hide, you know, sparking zero from
yeah,
5 years, why could they not do fighters?
that's true. We could say the opposite. Where is the Xenoverse 3?
Right? That is true. That is true. Xenoverse 3 should be right around the corner. No.
Besides like quality updates and like obviously pumping it to like next gen like graphics, I really don't know what you would do for a Xenoverse 3 since you've put so much into Xenoverse 2.
I don't know. Bring back Demi-Gras, man. Just just go back to just go
We
back
might
to
get
him.
Demi Grohl this in these next coming episodes.
I don't understand why we haven't yet. I don't know how we have not mentioned the the god of the demon realm. Like, yeah, don't know.
That shit's crazy. Anything else about Dragon Ball before we go into? I don't know if we've talked about this, but Daima had a 100% rating on what Rotten Tomatoes based on like its early reviews.
Yeah, it had like five reviews on it, and yeah, those five reviews gave it 100%. And then the average rating was like 7 out of 10.
Oh, did you want to mention maybe Am the Amazon affiliate not like putting out stuff? I know you had some issues with them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'll tell everyone. This was just a weird issue I've noticed, like sometimes, but oh well, maybe. I don't have a Crunchyroll, like a standalone Crunchyroll account. I have through Amazon Prime the Crunchyroll subscription, like extension of theirs. Same price as if you just got it through like Crunchyroll itself, but they had a they had a promotion where, it's like first 2 or 3 months at $2 instead of seven. Whatever. I digress. But the week in which Daima was off, um, like December, I don't know, 3rd, January 3rd, I meant. Like I go on and I'm trying to rewatch an episode, and all of a sudden it's just everything's freaking gone. There's no Daima in the selection menu. I can sure as shit watch Super. I can watch Z and Dragon Ball. I cannot watch um I cannot watch any Daima for some odd reason. And that was whenever I messaged you, since you have an account directly with Crunchyroll, and it's all fine and dandy there. But then everything came, and once they kicked it back up again on the 13th or on the 10th for episode 13, it all came back on. So fortunately, I have a Netflix account, so I was able to go back and rewatch some of the episodes on Netflix since it's a week behind anyways. But yeah, yeah, if you got a Crunchyroll account and you got it through kind of like, Amazon, just kind of be aware that Amazon be on some fuckery and might prevent you from watching it sometimes, but it was
But
just a
it's worked.
one-time thing for me.
It's
Weird.
worked out in the end, but I just think that was funny because you're like, dude, yeah. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's right there. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah. And then here comes all the screenshots showing that I'm not, a lunatic, like insane moron.
Oh my gosh. Well, with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast, the first Dragon Ball one of 2025. When we come back next time, Daima's going to be over. We'll be talking about the finale, what we thought about the series as a whole. Did we like the series as a whole? Do we want a Daima? Well, we don't know how it's going to end. Do we want more things like this where they're putting stuff in certain gaps? What would we have changed? There's just so much that we'll talk about once we actually see the ending.
Yep,
So, well, with that being said, L7C podcast. Usually don't say it on the Dragon Ball podcast, but go Bucks, and we'll be back for the end of Daima.
yep. Go Bucks. Signing out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.